Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. Today we're talking about three simple and effective leadership tips for remote managers. Okay? Overseeing a team that's spread across the country, the state, the city, the globe, wherever. Or it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be as hard as you may think or possibly even believe that it is. It doesn't. Let me ask you this. Do any of you like working from home? Anybody? Yay, nay, yeah? Okay. Well, if so, you're not alone in that boat. As a matter of fact, new data has come in from globalworkplaceanalytics.com that reveals 4.7 million Americans work from home at least part time. So, as we enter this new decade, many experts predict that remote work will become the new norm, will become the way of the future for many small and medium sized businesses. So, if you're thinking of, or maybe have already been forced into working as a remote leader, you probably have some questions about how you manage your team, right? The idea of overseeing people from around the city, the state, the globe, whatever, again, can appear to be daunting at first, but it's a lot easier than you think with some preparation, all right, and some quick guidelines. So let's take a look at a few simple and effective leadership techniques you should keep in mind when you're working with your remote team, okay? Number one, make team meetings a priority. Without proper communication, your remote company or team will come to a standstill. People need to understand the different phases of each project and their roles in the process. Weekly team meetings can help improve the way you communicate with your team and how employees bond with one another. When you're setting up weekly meetings now, be mindful. I suggest dividing your departments up into separate meeting groups if you have 50 or more people. Okay? For instance, you would host a meeting for your development team uh, at one time, and then the media team separately. You'll split them up instead of having them all together. Also, assign goals to your employees. And in the business world, a lot of us, we know it, we call them KPIs, key performance indicators. So assign these goals to your employees that they need to complete each and every week. During the meeting, have everyone go over their KPIs so that they understand what's expected of them and when they're due. And keep in touch with them to make sure they follow up so that they are able to update you if there's any bottlenecks or if there's something that could cause a hiccup in completing the task within the allotted time frame. This tactic will help you lead your team and streamline projects, which results in less stress for everyone because assigning KPIs and going over them keeps everybody on the same page. Everybody knows what's expected of them, what's expected of you, when it's due. It eliminates a lot of the what ifs and other questions, which relieves the stress. So I can get my work done and get it done on time. Simply schedule a meeting for the same time every day, each week, and use a program like Skype or Zoom or Microsoft Teams or anything like that to host your meetings. Number two, use simple tools and software. If your team is using different tools and software when working on a project, there could be some confusion that makes your leadership kind of difficult to do. I suggest finding software and tools that come with business packages and buy licenses for your staff. There are plenty of benefits to managing a team if everyone is using the same tools or the same software. First, you'll be able to access reports that feature information on what each employee has completed with their license. So, now that you know this information, you can start managing time and scheduling in such a way that improves the flow between various departments. Additionally, when everyone is using the same product, it's much easier to troubleshoot when someone has an issue. Like, if your employee needs help with software, okay? Software that they're using, but it's new to you because you're using two different ones. It's going to be difficult to lead effectively. However, if everyone's on the same page, meaning if everyone's using the same software, okay, you can take the training and learn how to help your remote staff via screen sharing and or text instructions, okay? And finally, focus on employee development. That's very important. Your priority should be turning your employees or your remote staff into their best selves. Training and quarterly reviews are great ways to focus on employee engagement, development, and help your team grow while they are employed with your business or while they're still on your team. When you focus on educating and improving your staff, they notice. They feel like, hey, my boss really feels like I'm important. He's really taking time out to make sure that I'm up on my education in this field, that I'm doing the right things so that I can progress and grow. Employees take notice of that very quickly, so they realize that. Chances are an educational class on a topic relative to your niche could improve their morale and confidence. So look for online classes that you can buy or download that give your employees a comprehensive experience with good reviews. Quarterly reviews are about telling employees what they're doing right and how they can improve. The purpose is to help shape each person into an engaged and happy employee. While this doesn't work for everyone, and that's because a lot of times managers wait until the review to spew out all this information instead of meeting with the person throughout the 6 months before they get to the review. That's a whole nother topic. Again, while this doesn't work for everyone, most experts agree that high developed employees stay longer and are more passionate about their work. Now, back to you. Online offices are quickly becoming the way of the future and preferred working arrangement for business owners and employees. Over the next decade, I really believe this, I expect to see many more businesses leaving the traditional office space for online work environments. So if you plan on succeeding in management while working from home, these tips should help get you started. All right? Guys, that's my time for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch these videos, to stay informed, to grab some information that's going to help increase your leadership style, increase your leadership ability so that you can lead your team and your staff more effectively and more efficiently. All right? And as always, if you guys need help with any leadership development coaching, remote leadership training, diversity training, team building, anything like that, please contact me and let me know, and we will put together a plan tailor-made and conducive for your environment and your success. All right? Again, thanks, guys, for tuning in. Remember, great leadership equals great results. How are you leading?
Whether you're a new leader who needs the building blocks of leadership and how to be effective, or a seasoned leader who needs to understand that there are two sides to leadership, or a leader who just needs some inspiring insight or leadership seeds in order to enhance your leadership abilities, the CDV Consulting Group has the resources you need. There are two key elements successful leaders have that the unsuccessful ones don't: self-discipline and the understanding to constantly invest in themselves. So pick up a copy or the entire collection today and start investing in your leadership now. Available at Amazon.com. And remember, great leadership equals great results. How are you leading?